Okay, welcome back. Employee security groups it is, because I said we'd talk about it. And it's kind of a critical thing, because if you don't put these restrictions in place, by default, AveraSell lets the employees have unfettered access to the system. So you need to go in and set your groups appropriately. So to do this, we go to, gotta remember where this is at. And this is in File, Definitions, Employee Security Groups. Also in File Definitions, you have access to create more mail groups. So let's go to Cashier. I know I didn't set myself as a cashier, but let's say I did. Gonna go to Edit. And you'll see you've got all these different modules. If you click on the little button up here, you'll see you've got some checkboxes. You can either check or uncheck. If you click on where it says RMA, the set of checkboxes changes. If you click on where it says, basically you see how these work. What I'm going to do is I am going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm going to make some modifications to the cashier's group. So we're going to invoice, or we're going to do inventory. Do they have access to the inventory menus? Are they allowed to add or edit inventory? No. Add or edit promo pricing? No. Add or edit departments or categories? No. Access to category defaults? No. Add or edit serial numbers? Maybe. Adjust physical inventory, which means override the stock counts? No. Change stock counts? No. Access to any inventory reports? How about we not and say we did? Boom. Cashiers are no longer allowed to do any of that, but they are allowed to access the inventory menus and add edit serial numbers. Purchasing. Are they allowed to access the order list? Are they allowed to place, receive, or view POs? They're not allowed to place POs. That's a manager thing. They are allowed to receive, because what if somebody calls in sick? And they're not allowed to view the order list. And they are allowed to view the PO history. Actually, no, we'll leave that for managers. RMA. Allowed to access customer returns? Yes. Allowed to access RMA orphans. Those are the ones that the vendor did nothing with, and they just kind of sit there. Fine. Are they allowed to send RMAs? No, leave that to managers. Receive RMAs, leave it to the managers. Access RMA aging report, leave it to the managers. Customers. Allowed to access customer records? Yes. Allowed to add customer notes? No, leave that to your managers. Edit customer notes? No. Change customer credit? No. And set customer defaults? No. Vendors. Allowed to view vendor info? Yes. Access vendor inventory? Yes. Access vendor terms? No. Access vendor shipping? No. Administrative. Access to manager menus? No. Access to employee records? No. Daily routines? No. Company setup? Absolutely not. File integrity? No. Access to view time cards? No. Access to commissions, cost verifier, or be able to delete the company? No, no, and no. Able to access systems setup? No. Able to access station setup? No. Printers? No. Add edit tax rates? No. Email marketing? No. See costs on-screen reports? No, because we haven't given cashiers any reporting rights at all. Control center, are they allowed to access it? Yes. Register center? Yes. Manager center, inventory center? Sure. Purchase and RMA centers? Yes. No. E-commerce center for them. And we are going to disable all the e-commerce for our cashiers. We're going to disable any reporting. And what I'll do is I will go in and I will change my own security clearance to cashier so we can see all of what we've disabled here in a minute. Accounting, and a cashier does not need to have access to any accounting functions at all. Transactions. Add edit invoices. We only want to allow managers to void any sort of invoice, and we only want to allow managers to be able to point blank open the cash drawer or balance said cash drawer or test the cash drawer. If you're really tweaky about deletes, you could actually say that you're only allowed to allow managers to delete individual items here. Look here and see if there's anything else. And now, ooh, oopsie, that wasn't supposed to happen. And we don't want them to view invoice history. We want them to be able to accept and process returns. Occasionally allow the discounts, price changes, accept tender, and add edit invoices. And okay, yes, looks like we're good here. Pending, and then we do the same thing. We want them to be able to add edit layaways, able to void layaways, add edit orders. Only allow managers to do such. Service orders, but we won't let them void them. Managers are the only ones that can do quotes. And service appointments, we go ahead and leave it alone. Change markup on a quote, no. Add edit contract pricing, no. Void recurring invoices, no. Access to voids list, no. Allow order to be saved, no. Files, this has to do with your file maintenance, something a normal cashier would not be doing. So we're going to no, and no. And we're going to managers. Allow access to gift certificate manager and credit card manager and frequent buyer and promo price manager and used items manager. We will give them access to the gift certificate manager to check on things and occasionally edit. So we're going to F10 this. Going to close this off. I am logged in as POS right now. I'm going to go up to management, employees, and I'm going to zoom out here for the rest of everybody else's benefit. And I'm going to find myself, going to edit. And as you can see, I'm still unassigned, but I'm going to change myself to a cashier. I'm going to okay. Now, before I log out and log back in, I want you guys to take a very close look at this screen to see all that I've got access to. And when I log out and log back in as myself and try again, you'll notice that I don't have access to a lot of this. So let's do it. Log out. And I am CGF, enter. Oh, nope, wrong password. Sorry about that, guys. 123, enter. You'll notice that I'm severely limited. I don't have as much up here as I used to. And you'll notice that some of my menus are grayed out because I don't have access to those things as per my security group. So that is employee security groups in a nutshell. I'm going to log out and log back in. And in the next video, we are going to be talking about this wonderful thing we call inventory. So stay tuned for that. Oh, whoops. I'm still recording. That's bad. Try that again.